On these previous two examples, we used the formula for finding the area of a triangle with a determinant, but I want to talk about why this works. And this is going to be a little bit lengthy, but I think it's worthwhile because it's neat to see where it comes from. So first um, up here where we've got the area is this determinant, let's actually work this out. If I copy these columns here, this is going to give me, I've got a 1/2 on the front, and let's see, I probably don't have space for it here. I'm going to write it down here. So this determinant is going to be plus or minus 1/2 times. When we do our 3, 4 diagonals, if you look at what we get x1, y2 plus x3, y1 plus x2, y3. And then we'll subtract the reverse diagonals. So we'll subtract off this, this, and this. So that's going to be x3, y2 minus x1, y3, then minus x2, y1. All right, so that's what we get for the area. Now I want to come down here and I'm going to paste that in, because that's what we're looking for the area. Let's see, I need to move that so it's not covering the work. Oh, there we go. So why does this work? All right, well, let's draw this out. And I'm going to make this a little bit simpler by drawing all 3 of my points in the first quadrant. So let's say we want to find the area of this triangle. The way we're going to do this is by looking at the 3 points. I'm going to call this one x. I'm going to call this point x1, y1. So this is x1 and y1 over here. This one over here is x2, y2. So if I go from over here to here, this would be y2. And x3 in the middle, and y3 up here. So we're going to look at the areas of 3 different trapezoids here. First up, let's look at the. I'm going to draw a line down here, and here, and here. And first up, let's look at the area of this trapezoid here. Now, the way you get the area of a trapezoid is you take the width, and then you multiply it by the average height. So the area of this thing, I'm going to call this A1, is going to be the width times the average height. Now the average height is going to be y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So width times average height, that gives us the area of the yellow trapezoid. The word escaped me there. Okay, now let's do this orange one. I'm going to call that A2. A2 is going to be the width, which in this case is x3 minus x1, times the average height, which is y1 plus y3 over 2. And then for the third one, that's going to be this trapezoid here. A3, let me change back to a pen. A3, its width is x2 minus x3. And its average height is y2 plus y3 over 2. All right, So the area of the triangle that we're interested in now, that's this guy up here. The area of the triangle if you think about it, if you take the area of, well, we've got the orange, and then we've got the purple. If we add those two together, it gives us this entire area inside of here. So we'll add those two together, orange and purple. That was A1 and A2. Wait, was it A1? Let's label this. A1 is on X1 to X. Oh, A1 is the wide one. So this one over here is let's see, 3 minus 1, that's A2. Plus A3 minus A1. Let's just double check that. A2 is the one that goes from X1 to X3. So this is A2 over here. A1 was the one that went from X1 to X2. So that's the one across here. So we're taking the whole area. We're subtracting this off of it. And this is our area. So what I'm claiming here is that this area here is equal to this area here. And if we wanted to, we could go through and do all of the number crunching, or I guess just all the algebra. If you were to take this, multiply it out, do the same thing with this, and then take what you get here and add them together and subtract that off, you would get that right there. And that would give you the area of the triangle.